Hi, keep listening to the Tunebusters podcast. Have fun.
If you don't like it, don't listen to it at all. You are still adding to the streams. I mean, that combo of Naira Marley and Skepta, who could have thought? Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Tunebusters podcast. It's episode 28 today. Wow, I don't even know what to say. Thank you guys for always being there. Anyways, today we do have a lot to talk about. Today's episode is mainly going to be about Popsy's album. It's going to be about Wizkid's album. Honestly, I don't want to give my own opinion. During this episode, while I talk, you are going to kind of get an idea of what I feel about the album, but I'm not just going to say it directly. This is mainly what we're going to be talking about. So I posted on the podcast Instagram story that people should send me their opinion. I also posted it on my WhatsApp status and I got quite a lot of interesting responses. In fact, I got some very funny responses. So a little background, first of all. Wizkid was supposed to drop his album November 3rd or something, but he postponed it because of what happened with Davido's son, and he dropped the album on my birthday, November 11th. If it was allowed me to do that kind of thing, I would have said this is the biggest birthday gift ever, but Wakanda Forever dropped November 11th as well, so I take that as a birthday gift. So I'm going to get into the reviews, the things that people sent me. First of all, I'm going to play a voice note of someone. I'm going to let you guys guess who this is. He's a very familiar person on this podcast. He has been on this podcast multiple times. So I'm going to play his voice message that he sent to me.
Rubbish album, useless album. Like in the history of Nigerian music industry, and this album be the useless, like the most useless, like laziest album.
Blood of Jesus. My guy said it's the laziest album. That's what I want you guys to hold on to. He said it's the laziest album out of Nigeria. Do you guys agree? Someone also replied my message on WhatsApp, the one I posted on my WhatsApp status. So this guy, he said, I hate that guy. Say the guy no sabi again. I don't know. A lot of people keep saying that Wizkid no sabi sing again. He said he's very proud. I don't know what to say about that one. You guys, there is the thing. Most people that hate Wizkid, that keep saying his singing is bad, blah, 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 they will still listen to the album. So you are adding to the streams. I mean, if you don't like it, don't listen to it at all. You are still adding to the streams. The song will keep going up. So if you hate the album, if you hate Wizkid that much, don't listen to his songs anymore. I beg. Like, they will still talk about him on Twitter, on Instagram, and you are just giving him hype. Obviously, you must have deduced that I'm not a big fan of Wizkid. I don't hate him. I like him, actually, but I'm not a fan of his music that much. I like his voice. Yeah. I was telling one guy, I will still get to his review. I was telling one guy that we can all say that Wizkid is this, Wizkid is that, but there's one thing that you cannot deny: his voice. His voice is spiritual. His voice, it will carry you trabaye.
Nice.
It will be like it's entering your brain. I swear, nobody can deny that. And one guy too, I actually personally messaged him that I made to send a review of Wizkid's album. He said he has not listened to it. That this is exactly what he said. I know they hear trashy music. So, do you think Wizkid's album is trash? I don't think so. Actually, I do not want to say my opinion of the album yet, sha. So, let me calm down. So, there's this guy on Instagram that replied my story. He just sent emoji of a basket, like a trash can. I said, Popsy no small now. It was like, no be my own Popsy. And he was saying like, we'll give the album 2/10. And he said he's giving it 2 because it's just Wizkid. And I was replying like, don't give the album 2/10. I told him my own review. I already have my favorites in the album. I already have 2 songs that I really like. It was like, okay, tell me the 2 songs, Biko. And I told him I like Money and Love. The one he dropped before he dropped the album, Biko. Money and Love. And wow, the one with Naira Marley and Skepta. That song is really mad. I mean, that combo of Naira Marley and Skepta. Who could have thought? So he said he no join. So he sent me a video of himself in the hospital. He said the album kept me in the hospital. Imagine that. He said the album kept him. He even sent a video of like a drip, someone collecting drip. There has been a lot of mixed reactions. Some people love it. See, here's the thing about the album. album safe, you can't be on the fence. It's either you like it or you don't like it. And if you like it, safe, I think there are two levels to that. If you like it, you can like it normally, like a normal person. And there are the Wizkid fanatics that will love it a lot. You know, on the other side of not liking it, there is no two levels. If you don't like it, you hate it with passion. That's just how it is. It's either you like it, and when you like it, there are two levels. Liking it like a normal human being, and loving it like all these Wizkid fanatics that will carry it on their head. So that's just how it is. You can't be on defense. And there's this other guy. I mentioned something last week that whenever I dropped an episode, there's one person that always listens to it first. Whenever I refresh like this, the person would have listened. I'm not sure. I think it might be this guy. Whenever I post on Instagram, he always comments, he likes, he even shares it on the story. So I posted something about Bella Shmurda where I said that the album did not really do it for me. And it was like, he will not talk, that he won't talk about Bella Shmurda because he doesn't want to start argument yet. Like when Wizkid's album drop and I drop an episode about it next week, now then we will get issue. And I was like, I know, I'm not going to say anything. No. So he replied my story too. And obviously the guy is a Wizkid fan. You know, I said there are two levels to liking it. Liking it like a normal person and liking it like a mad person. I think this guy is on the mad person level. He loves it a lot. He sent me voice notes, a lot actually, of voice notes telling me how good the album is.
You see, actually, that Wizkid album, I swear, it's a 10 over 10. But I won't say 10, because even if I say 10, it look as if I'm being biased. So let's give it a 9.5. You know, it's dropped like, okay, let's say it's close to 24 hours the album has dropped, and it has been pulling mad numbers, mad streams, mad this. Actually, for a reminder, XS actually got 3 times platinum in the States. First African ever, so that's all you should know. But one thing I want you to know, that few people, when the first album dropped like 2 years ago, that was made in Lagos, a lot of people say this album is trash, shit, bullshit, a lot of things. But this album has been keeping records, and each time the album does great things, people will say, oh, Wizkid, that's for Africa, another one for Africa. Whereas the same people say another one for Africa, they are the one bouncing the album, condemning like piece of shit. This new one, how we play with you from money and love to everything, to balance, to deep, to special, to flames, to plenty loving. Bro, you need to listen. I don't lie to you. This album I think it's one of the greatest albums. Its sound, the arrangement, the kind of people he use. For example, look at Naamali now. He brought Naamali better verse of his song, like room of a bush.
You they see as the guy they sing this song. Say you they see is the ones I told you about, like the ones that like it and normal people are the ones that love it. This one is the one that loves it madly.
A lot of people, this is the first time I've been saying on Twitter that we don't have a lot of slanders actually on this new album. Except some people are trying to be delusional because it's Wizkid thing, you understand? And concerning the chat, a lot of people feel like the song actually bodied a lot of people, even it's number 1 on Apple Music. You know that, right? Everybody just wants to band. Like,
okay, so obviously you already know he's a Wizkid fan. There's facts in what he said, especially about where he said that the same people that were banting Made in Lagos are the same ones that would be like a win for Nigeria, win for Africa whenever Made in Lagos breaks a record or something like that. There's this other guy too. He's a very big Wizkid fan. I now texted him that, guy, Alpha, what's your opinion about the album, blah, blah, blah. He himself, he told me that he's not going to say anything because he knows that whatever he says is probably going to be biased because he's a Wizkid fanatic. So he's not going to say anything. Let me show you what he said.
My man, not from me, because I'm a Wizkid fanatic. It's I don't know. I just feel I shouldn't give an opinion. I'm not. Do you get? I'm not the person to give an opinion. Like, I'll be honest.
So I like the fact that the guy is honest. Listen to this. If Olamide dropped an album like this and the whole world is saying, oh, shit album, trash, Olamide should go and retire, blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to see what they are saying. Because to me, the album is going to be the best album out of Africa. So I reason with all these Wizkid fans. If Olamide has a bad, which I'm sure Olamide cannot have a bad album, I'm just saying, like, let's just say there's something, people are saying the album is bad. To me, it's going to be the greatest album ever. So I understand them. So the guy, he said he's not going to send me any opinion, but he's posted it on his WhatsApp status too, and he got me an opinion, which I think I'm going to end this episode with, because what this person said is kind of the way I feel. Like, this person is just literally saying my mind in a kind of way. So he said the album is dope, Sha. He has cemented his sound more like a breakout genre of Afrobeat to me. And that's true. Like he said the album is dope and he has made his own sound. Because if you notice, Wizkid's sound is kind of different from everybody else's sound in Afrobeat. Sometimes we even say it's pop that is doing. It's not Afrobeat, it's pop music, it's hip hop. But it's still Afrobeat. Like it's kind of, just like this guy said it's like a breakout genre from Afrobeat. It's like a subcategory of Afrobeat. And the guy continued and said, as usual, you have to calm down and listen to the album or else you might not like it at first. And that's very true. Like if you listen to it for the first time, you might not like it, but if you calm down and listen to it again with a cool mind and leave all the hate aside, because some people like this going into the album, they are going to hate it. They are not even listening to it yet, but they are going in to hate the album. So he said, if you calm down and listen to it, you will like it. And he said he improved on his lyrics too. I don't know if I agree with that one. He said he improved on his lyrics. I don't know what's wrong with people. Very dumb lyrics like this. Some people will screenshot it and be like, wow, Wizkid mark Pami now, blah, 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 blah. Like the lyrics is something special. One guy even posted this part, I'm sure you would have seen it. One part, I don't know which song it's from. The thing is, P. I don't know where he said that kind of thing. P.I. So P. There has been different memes about that lyrics actually. And people are saying, Wizkid is pie ambassador. Someone even said, come off for a road, make Wizkid no jam you. Because you know the PPP sounds like you are honking at something. So people would now screenshot that kind of lyrics and be like, Wizkid mark Pami now. There's this other lyrics like waste from Ghana, where you carry this, I mean something like that. What's so special about that? So I feel like me and this guy were on the same page, except the lyrics part. So to give you my own opinion, I think the album is good. I'm not going to lie. I mean, when I was even listening to it, I was like, wait, no be Shana saying Wizkid the way I know like sing this thing. So I think the album is alright. It's not as bad as people are painting it to be. And it's not the greatest album either. So I think the album is okay. It's good. The sound is very good and the arrangement. But one thing I feel from the album, and I'm sure people are going to attack me for this, is that the content of the album, the songs in the album do not really go in line with the title, the name of the album. Like More Love, Less Ego. Nothing about that in the album. I'm not saying you should be singing about loyalty, humble, love, being kind and blah blah blah. No. It's not Sunny Ade and it's not Barrister or Said Oshuba. It's not, no, I'm not saying that, but at least there should be some element of that in the album. Like most of the songs of the album is about sex, knacking, sex, knacking. For example, you say Slip and Slide, you know what that means. Wow, the one with Skepta and Ramali, same thing about sex. Everything sex. So there's nothing about More Love, Less Ego in the album. If I'm going to rate it, I'm going to say, for me, personally, I'm going to give it a 6/10. Or maybe a 6.5/10. I'm not going to lie. And it's not because it's Wizkid. That's just how I feel. 6.5/10. So if you think you can't even think my opinion is wrong when you are not mad. You can just have a different opinion. That's just how it works. So if you have a different opinion, you can send me a message wherever you can reach me. Comment on YouTube. And next week we are coming with something good. If you are a lady and you're interested in being on this podcast, please let me know. I'm planning on doing something about this Burna Boy and Steph London thing that she said she talked about Mama's Boy. Someone give me an idea of doing something about inviting two ladies and talking about if being a Mama's Boy is good. Wait, I don't think that goes in line with the niche of this podcast. But we're going to find a way to mix it so that it doesn't stray away from the main idea of this podcast. So yeah, look forward to. I'm not sure we're going to do it, Sha, because it's hard to find people to come on this podcast. I don't know, people are shy or something. So look forward to it, we might do it or not. And that's going to be the end of today's episode. Guys, thank you for always supporting. If you are watching on YouTube, subscribe, like, comment. Wherever you are watching, subscribe, like, comment if you can. Thank you very much. Peace out.